Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, you guys? This is Joseph Conlon coming to you with your Night 2 WrestleKingdom review on Sunday, January 5th, 2019. Oh my god. It's 2020. That's right. I've said that a bunch of times, but I gotta get used to it being 2020. It's 8:19. This will look later to do the review that I expected. I wanted to do it a little earlier, but I got caught up doing things today, and I was watching NFL playoffs. I was watching the Eagles game, so I wanted to watch that before I came on here. But I mean, I was debating or not to do this review, and then I'm like, you know what? I did predictions. I did a review for night 1, so I have to do night 2, and it's just the right move to do. Night 2 of WrestleKingdom was a great show. Again, really great show from Tokyo Dome tonight. 8 matches. The first 2 matches I do not remember much, so my apologies. One of them's a Jushin Thunder Liger match, and I'm really sorry I don't remember that. So I'm probably just going to skip the first 2 matches, and I'm going to start from Sonata and Zack Sabre Jr. I might as well start this right now, so without further ado, let's get into the WrestleKingdom review for night 2. So yeah, just like I said, we started off, we had the third match. It was Sonata versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship. This was a really great match in my opinion. Fast-paced the entire time, and it was short. It did not need to go like 20-25 minutes. It said it went 12. It got its job done, and the ending sequence, I absolutely loved the ending sequence. You had Sonata doing, it was like a set of roll-ups, and they were like doing, I couldn't explain it, but like, they were doing a set of roll-ups, and then, Zack Sabre Jr. got a roll-up, and then Sonata got a roll-up, and then Zack Sabre Jr. got him in a different roll-up, which was a small package. 1, 2, 3. The best technical wrestler in the world, he says, retains the British Heavyweight Championship. I was actually surprised that Sonata lost, and that LIJ was having a great weekend, and Sonata lost, and he is the only member of LIJ without a championship. Interesting, man. But yeah, this was a really great match, and Zack Sabre Jr. retained the British Heavyweight Championship. And then we jumped into IWGP United States Championship match, Juice Robinson versus Jon Moxley. When Moxley gets into the ring, Juice gives him a dive to the outside of the ring, and they immediately are going at it. Moxley's got a chair. Robinson's got a chair. One of the spots was that Moxley was actually sitting on the chair, and Juice Robinson gave Moxley a cannonball. And Moxley went kind of through the chair, and that was a really good spot. I really liked it, and that was really the only weapons we got in this match. And there was a weapons because this was a singles match. And you know what? This was a really good singles match. I would have given them a few more minutes. Robinson got a few good moves in there. He got it. I don't think he hit the pole friction, but he got the left hand that got in there. You know, Moxley got Death Rider in there on Robinson twice, and defeated Juice to retain the IWGP US Championship. But that wasn't the main focus. The main focus was what happened after the match, because what happened after the match is we got a surprise from Minoru Suzuki. He came out, he confronted Moxley, and Moxley started to brawl with each other, and Suzuki got the upper hand, and Suzuki gives Moxley a package pile driver in the ring. That was a great spot. I absolutely loved it. I loved everything about Suzuki and Jon Moxley. And yes, Suzuki has challenged Jon Moxley for the IWGP US Championship. He said, I wanted you to come find... I thought you were going to come find me, but I had to come find you. So that's how they kind of started it. I don't know when this match is going to happen, but when it does, this guy is going to be watching. Because that's money right there. Minoru Suzuki versus Jon Moxley. We then jumped into Kenta defending the Never Openweight Championship against Hiroki Goto, which I originally thought was going to be the come-down match of the night, and it was a little slow at parts. But I mean, I thought the last 5 minutes of this match was excellent. In the beginning of this match, it was basically, Kenta doing kicks and stiff elbows. Same thing with Goto. They got a little bit of clotheslines in there. I don't really remember the... I don't remember most of the moves of this match. Let me try to remember the ending. I think it was... They were doing elbows to each other, and Goto was hitting Kenta hard a couple times, like 3, and then he hit his finisher, and Kenta surprisingly takes the loss here to Hiroki Goto. Again, I wasn't a fan of Hiroki Goto getting this match. I mean, he put on a pretty damn good match in my opinion with Kenta, and now he's the Never Openweight champion. I would like to see what they're gonna do in the Never Openweight division. I mean, you got Shingo Takagi, Ishii is in there. You got Taichi in there. There's a lot of great names in there, and the one guy I want to be Never Openweight champion is Shingo Takagi. I think he deserves it the most, and everybody loves Shingo. And again, I thought this was going to be the come-down match of the evening, and they proved me wrong. This was a great match. Good stuff. We got 3 more matches to talk about in this review, and the next one is the loser of the IWGP Intercontinental Championship match versus the loser of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship match, which ended up being Jay White versus Kota Ibushi. This was an excellent match, in my opinion. Was it better than the G1 Climax match? I don't think so. I thought that match was much better. But I mean, this wasn't too shabby as well, guys. This was a really good effort from 2 guys who had, you talk about White, who had a 35-minute match against Naito, and you had Ibushi who had like a 40-minute classic against Okada. For them to do this the very next night, it's insane and it's unbelievable. And I gotta give my bows to Jay White and Ibushi. But in this match, Gato got involved a lot. Jay White got his heel heat a lot. Jay White, in my opinion, I'll talk about it at the end. I got a lot to say on the ending of this show. But this match, I mean, a lot of knee strikes from Kota. They're freaking vicious. Jay White, Blade Runner, Kota kicked out. At one point, the referee got knocked out, and Gato was trying to use Brax Knucks, and Ibushi countered it, and he punched Gato, and then Gato got back. The ref got knocked down. This was the finish. Jay White threw a chair to Kota Ibushi's head. Gato gave Ibushi the brass knucks to the face. Blade Runner, 1, 2, 3. Jay White gets his win back versus Kota Ibushi from G1 Climax Finals. Excellent match from these guys right here. The winner was probably going to be back in title contention. And I do not know where Ibushi goes from here. I'm very interested in seeing where Kota Ibushi does go from here. It's going to be very interesting. Does he turn heel and join Bullet Club? Does he join Jay White's Bullet Club? I don't think so. I really don't think that Bullet Club needs another member, because I think Bullet Club's doing really good right now, even though they were 1-7 this weekend. But in the co-main event, we had Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Le Champion, Chris Jericho, the AEW World Champion. If Tanahashi can defeat Chris Jericho, then Chris Jericho is giving Tanahashi a shot at the AEW World Championship. Did Hiroshi Tanahashi defeat Chris Jericho in the Tokyo Dome to get a shot at the AEW Championship? No, he did not. He tapped out. And the arena was silent. And I was angry. But, I mean, I was not angry after watching Chris Jericho's post-match interview, which I will get to in a second. But this match is really good. Great storytelling as we get from every Jericho match, Jericho being the villain and Tanahashi being the mega babyface in this one. A couple of spots in this match, Jericho and Tanahashi are brawling to the outside of the ring. Jericho cleans off the announcer table. He did this with Naito, he did this with Evil, and he now did this with Tanahashi. DDT onto the announcer table, absolutely brutal. And then the announcer stuff didn't start to work. So for 6 minutes of Jericho and Tanahashi wrestling, we had no commentary. So I didn't really like that. But besides that, this match was, again, this was a really great match. Honestly, one of my favorite matches at WrestleKingdom weekend, if you ask me. But Jericho hit a code breaker, Tanahashi up in midair. Tanahashi hit a code breaker on Jericho. It was so close to a pinfall. But hold on. Alright. So yeah, it was so close to a pinfall. But and then Jericho got the Lion Tamer in on Tanahashi. Tanahashi was able to escape. Second time Tanahashi was put in the Lion Tamer, Tana tapped out. And I was shocked and I was stunned, and I'm like, no, we're not going to get a relationship between AEW and New Japan. It looks like for now. But Chris Jericho said in an interview that he still would welcome New Japan in with open arms to start a relationship with AEW in the future. I put out this tweet this afternoon. Let me find it. Jericho is really pushing for an AEW New Japan relationship, as we all are. Says he's willing to give Ibushi, Tana, Okada, Ospreay, Naito, Suzuki, etc. shots at AEW Championship, which I love. And Chris Jericho's a wrestling god, man. He's the GOAT of pro wrestling, and he's just, you gotta respect him. I think he's unbelievable. 2020, he's off to a great start, and he's got one great match under his belt with Tanahashi. And then we got the stuff with Moxley on AEW, so that's going to be very fascinating. I can't wait. Main event, double gold dash. Okada, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, versus Naito, the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. This went 35 minutes, and this match was fantastic. Let me say it again. This match was fantastic. I loved it. It was very slow in the beginning with all the knees and the chops and the elbows and working and headlocks. But I mean, man, the final, I would say the final 20 minutes of this thing was just, they were skyrocketing to the moon. And they were going fast. And it was one hell of a ride, which I enjoyed. Naito hit three Destinos. Okada kicked out of two of them. Okada hit two Rainmakers. Let me just say, Okada's dropkicks. Okay, Okada's dropkicks are an absolute thing of beauty, in my opinion. I love them so much. They're just clean and crisp and smooth, and I think he's got the best dropkick in pro wrestling, and nobody comes close to Okada's dropkicks. It's absolutely insane. But this was great. We had the tombstones from Okada, which Naito kicked out. Naito did not back down from Okada. Okada was working the knee, the same knee that Jay White was working on night one. So I loved that Okada was going right back to that same knee that Jay White was damaging to Naito. But at the end, Naito hits the Destino. 1, 2, 3. Tokyo Dome erupted. That crowd erupted. And Tetsuya Naito is the brand new IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and he's the Intercontinental Champion. He's the first ever to hold 2 belts in New Japan. After he's cutting a promo, once he's talking about Los Ingobernables de Japón, Kenta comes out and attacks Naito, and he gets shit on. He gets shit on by the Tokyo crowd. They're booing him out of the building. He's giving Naito stiff kicks. He gives him to go to sleep. He's sitting crisscross right on top of Naito, and he's holding up the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Now, I did like this finish. I did like the ending, but they could have saved it for this evening's New Year's Dash. I felt like it would have been better to do it then than to close out WrestleKingdom, but I guess we'll just have to see what happens tonight at New Year's Dash involving Tetsuya Naito and Kenta. What belt do I think Kenta is going to be going for? Honestly, I don't know. In my opinion, I would say the IC belt. I would have to say I'm going to go that Kenta's going to go for the IC belt, and Jay White might go for the heavyweight belt again. We could get Jay White and Naito again, this time for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, which would probably be really good again. And that's my wrap-up for my Wrestle Kingdom Night 2 review. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel. Busy month in January. Next week, we got AEW. We got the return of AEW right here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. We got the return of NXT. And we got my NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool review. I am not doing predictions because actually on Friday, I will be doing predictions over on DJ Storm's YouTube channel. Yes, the rundown of NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. I will be on there. I will be giving you my predictions on his channel. So make sure you guys go subscribe to him so that you can check out his rundown for NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool with me involved. Make sure you guys comment down below what you thought of Wrestle Kingdom Night 2. Like this video with a super kick. Follow me on Twitter at Joseph Conlon. Guys, I am literally 4 followers away from 900 followers. If I could get 4 more followers, I would very much appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. And follow Eddie on Twitter as well, at Eddie Mullins. Let's try to get him up to 100 followers. I'm going to get out of here, man. I got school to get ready for tomorrow. And, yeah, I'm probably not going to be watching New Year's Dash. So, that's unfortunate. But, again, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And have a good night. I'll talk to you guys Wednesday for AEW Dynamite right here on the Big Fight Field channel.